Hi everybody, it's Gail from Gail's Bookish Things. This evening I wanted to show you my ink notebook, my traveler's notebook, and how I've used it for my fountain pen hobby. I'll try to be brief with that because I wanted to show you a new product that I got to go in this, and then we'll talk a little bit about that company as well. But first of all, I believe I've shown this, but a quick run through in case you haven't seen is my Traveler's Notebook here by Chic Sparrow. This is the Waypoint leather. It's called Cherry Sky. And what I have done in this notebook is just put all the doodads that come with a pen order. For example, various cards and little instruction things, little thank you cards with like a discount code, this and that. I have this little gnome here, which is beside the point, but that's commemorative of my good friend who died a couple years ago, and she liked gnomes, so I liked to remember her and just stick that there just for a little, little quick reminder. So in the back here also, I have tons of receipt things. I am going to go through this tonight, but this is mostly stuff from Vanness or Goldspot Pens, and I keep those for a while because sometimes I want to refer to the inks or any notes on the inks, but I think I'm done with that. What I have is essentially a couple swatch books. So this first one is a Goulet Pens, or no, this isn't Goulet, this is Paper Penguin. And this is a 160-page, 52 GSM Tomoe River paper, which is my favorite kind of Tomoe River. And I swatch when I buy a bottle of ink. My most recent acquisition was the beautiful Ackerman Deep Water Blue. And then Goldspot Pens sent a Colorverse Blue Moon with the purchase of the Narwhal pen. And it's funny because for not wanting to really accumulate a lot of blues, I feel like I'm getting a lot of blues, and I've really liked them. So that's kind of a surprise to myself. So I've left plenty of room for future ink bottles. I do want to ask you to comment below, please, if you have suggestions on how to use bottles of ink that you don't particularly like writing with. Maybe you bought them and you've decided it's not a favorite. Donna at South Shore Paper has shown some really creative ideas with painting with the inks, and I did try a little bit of that the other night. But if you have any other suggestions, or I don't know, just comments on that, please feel free to let me know your thoughts. I have 2 recipes for a pen flush, and then I have this removable tab, which basically I switch as I need to, that tells me what's currently inked. So, and that's kind of brings us to tonight's video. I will just show you though, I have this Amazon paper, and I try to swatch with this, but it just is not so great. In my opinion, I don't like the fountain pen experience with this at all, so I will probably remove this. I do like to cut out these little comics that Goldspot sends with their orders. They're always really cute. And as you can see, I've put stickers on my notebook. And then this one was kind of a swatch notebook that's essentially full. But, I want to get rid of it, but then I have this neat record page here of different pens I've bought and the little labels that came with them. So I may need to rethink what I want to do with that and maybe catch it up. So it's kind of stuff that I'm not using. So at first, that's okay. And then I'm like, get this stuff out of here. It's driving me nuts. So this is what I bought from Vanness Pens. This is called the Inky Fingers Notebooks Currently Inked insert, I guess. So they have this in 2 sizes. They have this. See, I'm trying to find my notes on it, so I make sure I give you all the information in case you're interested. This is the softest sage green. I don't know that they call it, but that's what I would call it. So they have it in the Traveler's standard size, and they have a pocket size one. This one is $8 and the pocket size one is $5. And there is room in this for 176 inkings, and it's got 44 pages. Another interesting note is that this is 80 GSM, 80 gram paper is what they said, and it's made from a wheat straw combination of some sort. So however you do that, I thought that was intriguing, but it's supposed to be fountain pen friendly. So it gives you a place to tell what pen you're using, the nib, the ink, the date inked and cleaned, and you can do a little swatching. I thought this would be much handier than using this. This has been fine. It works. I'm all about using what works and what you have on hand. But since these are filling up and be kind of becoming a jumbled chaos, I wanted to incorporate something that will give me a little more organization with the pens I'm using. And I want to thank Chris Signs. I saw this on her site and she told me where she had tracked it down and where I could track it down. So thank you, Chris, for that. Let's see what other tidbits of information on that. I think I've told you the most of it. It does have the round corners here, if that is something you like. And this is just sort of, they say glossy. I don't know if I'd call it glossy, but it's definitely a smooth, kind of matte, but not a shiny glossy. So yeah, glossy is not how I would describe it, but it's not real rough. It's a very nice, smooth feel. So for now, I'm just gonna put that in here, and then some night when we're lounging around watching TV and I'm feeling a little restless, but I kind of want to sit there with my family, I might just go through this notebook and reorganize things and kind of separate with some of the stuff. At first, you know, everything is special. It's this label, it's that, you're starting a new hobby, but now it's like I kind of know, I know there's so much more to explore, but I know what I've liked so far, so I can kind of narrow down things and maybe get rid of some of this filler stuff that is not necessary. This is really fun though. I've had a lot of fun with this ink stamp pad in my swatching. I took notes a while back when I first started getting into the hobby. I know I can get rid of that because it's nothing I refer to. So anyway, that is my ink notebook, and it will be further organized, but I shan't torture you by going through that now. I wanted to point out, if you're not aware, that Vanness Pens also sells, amongst other things, paper, supplies for pens, accessories, pens and inks and pencils and regular pens. They also sell a bunch of shaving products. So I think that kind of goes back to the founder of the company and some stuff that they liked selling. So I have been happy to come across that because I have found some neat products for my sons and sons-in-law, many of whom have beards. And these guys can grow beards, let me tell you. I think they could be a good candidate for a fill-in on Duck Dynasty because the hair produces, I mean, the face produces the hair. It's so funny. Anyway, it's ironic because my husband will say, I can't grow a beard. Where did I get that? So I bought my oldest son this. Hopefully he won't watch. I don't think he watches my videos, but he is having a birthday soon, and he's the type that likes to be kind of, I want to say, a connoisseur of things. He enjoys a history of a product. He enjoys things that, if they are mass-produced, they have a quality about them. And so I think he will enjoy trying this on his beard. I don't know if he'll like this or not, but it's worth a try. So this one is the Perasco, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it is an ink. No, he's not going to put ink in his beard. He's going to put beard oil in his beard. It was made in Italy. It's been made in Italy for 80 years. It was started by a man named Lodovico Martelli. I looked this up on their notes on their website. And it's been made in the family way ever since the Martelli family still runs it. And it's like a staple in barbershops throughout Italy. So I thought that was pretty cool. And also the son that I'm giving this to, his younger brother, is in the Air Force and stationed in Italy. So anything Italy kind of has a special place of interest to me right now. Other companies that they carry their lines, or other brands, I guess I should say, are Duke Cannon, Omega, Parker, and Preston, and Colonel Conk. So if you're ordering pen supplies and you want to get something for a man you know that has a beard and likes to oil it and maintain it so it's not itchy and dry and stuff, you could take a look. They have lots of shaving products too, like aftershaves and razors and so forth. So anyway, that's a little tidbit you may not be aware of. So buy your inks and buy your shaving products in the same time. But anyhow, we'll see how he likes that. And I just wanted to share this with you. And if you're looking for a good ink record book, I would recommend this one from Vanness Pens. I think it's going to work really well for me, and it's going to be much easier to keep track of what is in which ink is in which pen and so forth. Thank you. That's all for now. I won't keep you long, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.